It's gonna be very different. Yeah, well, vlog. I've done these kinds of streams before, the vlog streams, so it's just like talk about whatever. It's cause, music too loud? Yeah, definitely. What is my hair doing? What? There we go. I don't understand. There we go. That should be better. Is the music too loud? That should be better. That should be better. I'm gonna close out Discord so everything stops lagging like ass. There we go. That should be better. Oh, I know what that is. Okay, hold on. I'm like, why are there like little white lights popping up on my stream? It's cause my Christmas lights. So how do we start this? Good question. How do we start this? Excellent question. The answer to which is pretty much what the hell is that? Well, you know, that's a good question. It's been a while since I did one of these vlog streams. It's kind of iffy on how we start this. I guess let's go over the agenda. Agenda, which means basically plan, calendar, events coming up, blah, blah, blah. Agenda. Sleep till noon. Wake up at noon. Look at my clock and go back to sleep till 2 o'clock. Wake up at like 2:15. Eat something. Play video games for a couple hours and stream, I guess. That's my agenda. But what would we stream? That's a good question. Really into the PlayStation games right now. Basically what everyone does. Yeah. I'm really into the PlayStation games right now. And that's mainly because my PC sucks ass. I would have never looked into streaming on a PlayStation if my PC wasn't a piece of garbage. But I mean, it worked out because I bought a bunch of new games that I've always wanted to play but never, wanted to buy because they cost money. Like Super Hot bought that because we started playing on stream. And Job Simulator, we're going to be doing more of that. It's just weird because you always see like the Oculus version of Job Simulator, which is way different. Like, it's a whole different layout. So what about Christmas and buying a PC? Yeah, that's iffy. The thing is, we're probably just going to buy a pre-built one and just upgrade it. Put new graphics card into it, new CPU if it needs it. We're probably going to buy like a $700 tower and a $200 graphics card and sell the graphics card that they had inside of it. But it's a month out, so we really don't know yet. We could change our mind and actually build one. But we just might buy a $700 tower and be like, hey, here we go, we're going to do this. Because, again, I don't need anything fancy. I need something that can stream and play video games at medium quality. I don't need high quality. Anything's better than nothing. And as I always say, my computer is basically nothing, because the slightest little, like, mess up, because I have to strategically lay out all my stuff. You see, because I can't have music like this while I stream, because my computer will burst into a ball of fire. Not joking. It'll probably burn out the fans and then catch on fire. It's like, I have to play games. That's why I can't really be on Discord while I play games. It's like very laggy. Like when I play Stardew Valley with Funtime Games, it's like laggy all the time. But it's like, then again, once I get a new PC, I'll be able to play like Oxygen Not Included, Super Flight, all the games I haven't been able to. Probably when you get a new PC, there will be a lot of memes on Discord about PCs exploding. That's a funny thing. When you get a new PC, you really don't know when you buy a pre-built one. You never really know what's going to happen. And they could be sending you a broken PC that was sent back to their warehouse. I buy power. No specific company. I buy power. That does that. But, there are companies that do that. But it's like they make a certain number of computers, like 2,000. And a couple of them may be broken when they get sent out, and then the people are like, oh, this computer doesn't work, I need a new one. And then they, like, get one out of storage and then put the broken one back into storage, and then when somebody buys a PC, they send that person the broken one, and it's just a cycle. So when somebody breaks their PC, they're like, warranty, I'm going to send this computer back. And then they send a new one, and then they put the broken one in storage. So it's basically just a vicious cycle of cheapskates and people not doing their job properly. But I mean, am I worried about the PC anymore? No, not really. My dad's got this. He's been building PCs and stuff like that and working with technology for like more than 16 years. So we good. He knows not to get a TI GTX Ti 1050 when you can get a GTX 1050 for the same amount of money. The Ti, the extra two little letters, they're basically they signify that graphics card is worse than the one without the letters. He's not a boomer. I mean, when computers first started to come out, he you know, built his own computer instead of buying them. Like back in the 80s, Macintosh and everything. He was pretty much like me as a kid back in the 80s and stuff like that. He would build technology things like that. So that was cool. So he's gonna deal with all that. I did like so much research for computers too, like how GTX TIs are like not as great as like regular GTX. I'm like, why is that? It's because the TI just stands for totally incompetent. So yeah. I'm really liking this music. But yeah, it's like for the same amount of money, just don't even look into TIs. A GTX Ti 1050 or whatever. Just look into regular GTXs or Navitas or whatever. Never buy a Ti, dude. You can get a better one for the same exact amount of money. Or less. I mean, if you're going on eBay or something like that, it's just ridiculous, dude. But yeah, I mean, PCs, they're a scam to begin with. But then it's like you have to upgrade them because something breaks or a new game comes out that you want to play, and it's like you need to upgrade, or like the next gen games, like how we went from Minecraft, which was not as like graphics consuming, to like Fortnite, which like took up all your graphics card and CPU at the same time on like low. But yeah, it's like, am I worried about the PC anymore? No, it's a month out. I'm not worried about it. He'll deal with it. I was like, please don't get a TI. It's like, that's the biggest mistake people run into. Minecraft almost exploded my PC. Yeah, and that's saying something. If I can't even run Minecraft, any game from Epic Games is not going to run on this computer. Really liking this music. Anyway, yeah, but that's the biggest mistake that people run into when building a PC or buying a PC and then upgrading stuff from it. They buy a TI graphics card because it's cheaper. And people recommend it for some reason. I'm like, why are you recommending this? You can get the same exact thing, but 10 times better for the same exact price or cheaper. Because the TI was like 2010. But then the next line of next-gen graphics cards kept coming out. But for some reason, people say for the price. I'm like, bro, next-gen GPUs cost the same amount. It's like, why are you saying for the price when the next-gen GPU costs the same amount and is like 10 times better? And it's like, people don't understand. It's just because, you know, they don't make TIs anymore. And if they do, it's not profitable. So they're just trying to sell them. It's like, I don't understand why people buy TI graphics cards. It's like, okay, maybe there's some kind of one-time thing that you can only get in TIs that you don't get in GTX or Nvidia or whatever. But if somebody could tell me that, that'd be great, because otherwise, I don't know why the hell people would even look into buying a TI graphics card. It's like basically going into a donut shop and buying a frickin' bagel. I mean, obviously they're gonna have it, but why the hell are you going to a donut shop to buy a bagel? It's a donut shop. You're stupid. Get a life. Yeah, that's also the thing. People are lazy. They don't want to do the research. They're just like, oh, this is cheap. And if they don't do the research and see, oh, but this was the same exact price and it's better. It's like they're just so lazy. It's like, I don't understand it. And then they have to pay the price. Like, I understand. Like, I'm grateful for this too. Because if people did everything that me and my dad did, like all the research, then all the best graphics cards would be like $500, but now they're $200 because, again, people just buy the first thing they see. And when you search up graphics card GTX, first thing that comes up is a TI. Don't know why. Wish it wasn't. You look, there's like so many opinions too. Like when you look up what's the best graphics card, you get like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people being like, oh, this one, no, this one, the GTX, the TI, the Nvidia, the blah blah blah. It's like, bro, there's obviously only one best graphics card. And yeah, maybe it'll cost $200, but don't be like the TI is the best graphics card. Like, come on, are you high when you say that? Because I've seen so many people on so many websites be like, the TI is the best graphics card for the price you're paying. I'm like, the TI is $250. The GTX 10050 is also $200. With the TI, you get 50 FPS, or 30 to 50 FPS, on low graphic settings. With the regular GTX 10050, or not 10,050, 1,050. No, it is 10,050. 1050. Yeah. Wait, no. 1,050. Yep. Not 10,050. You get 60 FPS solid, no like fluctuating from 30 to 60. It's solid 60 FPS with and we're not even diving into monitors and gigahertz and everything like that, like 1080p monitors and everything. Like, this is just solid game, like, no streaming. You get 60 FPS, you get high graphics resolution, and if you go down to, like, low, you get, like, 100 plus. Like, no joke. They see TI and wonder what they think it means. It means totally incompetent. Like, Jesus. I didn't even make that up. That's actually a term on the internet for people who buy the TI graphics cards. Totally incompetent. Like, Jesus Christ, man. But moving on from computers, because I don't have 30 hours to discuss computers anymore, like I did. Well, I just clicked out of that. Hold on, I clicked out of my YouTube studio. There we go. Alright. But yeah, I mean, I'm on fall break, so that's good. Tomorrow's Thanksgiving. That's also good. But, I mean, Thanksgiving is like, what, an American holiday only, so... The funny thing is, a lot of my viewers / like friends aren't American. We got Sans, he's Brazilian. We got Muffin, he's from England, I think, right? Yeah, Muffin's from England. And then just a lot of my viewers are from England too. Like, over the past couple months, I've noticed like people come in here, they're like, oh, you're from America, I'm from England. I'm like, what? How are 60% of my viewers from England? But then we got, like, Funtime Games, who's American, but he lives in a different time zone. We got Gosel, who's American. But we have, like, So-Called Flame, who I think is Indian, actually. It's, like, it's just a diverse friend group, and I don't really care. It's just, like... time zones, man. Oh yeah, Master Minecrafter is from England, otherwise known as iPaddy, India, yeah. And then we got Jumpy, who's also from England, I believe. So yeah, it's just a diverse friend group and viewer group too. And it's actually just cool. It's not like I don't enjoy having friends from different countries. It's just time zones are weird, so... Yeah, a lot of people are from England. I'm like, why are so many people from England watching my streams? Because my streams are at 8 o'clock my time, which is EST. But for them, it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, why are you watching my streams at 2 a.m.? Go to sleep. And most of them are kids. I'm like, why are you up at 2 a.m.? But yeah, it's just like a diverse friend slash viewer group, and it honestly, it's pretty cool, I guess. I mean, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is terrible. As long as they enjoy watching, I'm happy. Right now, for me, it's almost 10:30 p.m. It's 8:21 p.m. for me. Was I gonna say something? Oh yeah. So I saw this YouTuber called Caffeine Man. I was looking up. So you know how I do taste test Tuesdays and everything. Um, I looked up energy drink YouTube channel, and that dude came up. He had like a whole shelf of just like dozens of energy drinks behind him. I'm like, this is a cool idea. He keeps all the cans from all the energy drinks he has. And it's like I recognized every single one. You had Monster, Rockstar, you had C4, you had Red Bull. Like, and he had all the different flavors too. There was like Rockstar Grape, Rockstar Cherry, Rockstar Strawberry, Monster, Pipeline Punch. And it's like he had even off-brand ones that I know, but I didn't think he would have. Like, you see those cans up there? Those are from FYE, For Your Entertainment. They can only be found in malls. They're mostly for gamers and everything, like to buy posters and Funko Pops and everything. And you can get energy drinks. Those are actually cans of energy drinks. You have this one is My Hero Academia. The one next to it is Dragon Ball Z, and the one next to it is Rick and Morty. So I'm like, he has a bunch of these, and I'm like, bro, he has all these off-brand ones from FYE. Like, he's going all out, and I understand it because his channel's based on like energy drinks. But I didn't think he would have off-brand like nonsense ones. Because the funny thing is, with those energy drinks, all of them are the same flavor. They just have different decals on the cans. I wish there was more people here. I'm really not very addicted to drinks. Yeah, me neither. It's just that I do taste test Tuesday. It's not like I drink an energy drink every day. I mean, I drank one yesterday and today because I bought two of the same flavor on accident and didn't realize I had them. The strawberry watermelon. I accidentally bought two of them. Didn't realize it because I thought I got two different flavors, and I had two strawberry watermelon ice. So I drank one yesterday and today. But it's not like I drink them every single day. And again, caffeine doesn't work on me. I don't even think caffeine gives you actual energy is the thing. I think it alters chemicals in your brain to make you think you're not tired or whatever nonsense. Just how, like, painkillers don't actually make the pain go away. They just block chemicals in your brain from, reaching your bloodstream and being like, oh, hey, this is making your nerves be in pain. How about you register the pain? But you take the painkiller and the nerves just stop responding to the chemical, or the chemical stops being produced. I forget exactly what it is. Coffee just makes me not sleep when I want to, so I just don't drink it. The funny thing is, the other night I drank an energy drink yesterday. No, Monday. Okay, so I drank an energy drink 3 days in a row. Awesome. Interesting. Didn't remember I drank one on Monday. Why did I drink one on Monday? I bought one. I bought 3 of the same flavor. That's right. Oh, I only saw 2 cans, so I'm like, I only bought 2 of the same flavor. I bought 3 of the same flavored drink on accident. God damn, I'm so stupid. But I drank them on Monday, Tuesday, one today, whatever. I don't care. I'm not addicted to them. It's just that I had them. I had a surplus of them, so I'm like, when I'm thirsty, I just drink one. Plus, I mean, they taste good. How do you buy something on accident? So they had an assortment of them. They had like strawberry, they had like frost something, they had blueberry, the blah blah blah. And from left to right, they did it weird when putting them on display. They put all one flavor across the front. and they would go strawberry in the front, blueberry in the middle, the blah on the back. They wouldn't go strawberry, blueberry, frost, whatever, blah, blah, blah. They went strawberry all in the front, blueberry in the middle, frost in the back, and then just, like, kept going backwards. I'm like, how do you take the time to do this and not realize this is bad for your business? I'm like, why would you do this? I guess it's because they have only 3 flavors, but again, why? That reminds me about when Xbox Series X was out of stock in Amazon, so people accidentally bought Xbox One instead. Oh my god. That is so funny. You see, I don't buy into Xbox bullshit or PlayStation bullshit. I don't believe in consoles. I have a console because I wanted VR. And unfortunately, you needed the console to play VR. I don't dive into the lore of why PlayStation is better than Xbox or Xbox is better than PlayStation. I'm a firm PC player. I don't mainly play on PlayStation. I may play one VR game on PlayStation every now and again. Speaking of which, I want to play Beat Saber again one of these days, because last time I played, I sucked ass at every single level, even on hard mode. I'm now very good at expert on almost every single level. Yeah, Microsoft was never good on names. Microsoft was never good to begin with. They made a computer and then wanted to dive into the console market and then sucked ass at it and then still continued to waste millions and millions of dollars. You want to explain to me why that's a good idea? Because I don't see why that is. I had a PlayStation 2 and Xbox 360. My Xbox lasted like 6 years. I have a PlayStation 1, Xbox Original, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Wii, DS Lite, yeah, that's it. But I have a bunch of games for like every single one. And yes, I still do have my 1999 original Xbox. I wasn't born in 1999. But it is from 1999. It was made in 1999. My dad had it and gave it to me when I was like 4. It's also modded, so that's fun. So is the Wii. We basically mod everything so we can get games and stuff on it. The DS, I have an original DS from 2009. PlayStation 1, 1990... 2001? No, 1990 something. 1999? Original Xbox and PlayStation. No, 1991? PlayStation 1? I don't know, it's 1990 something, I know that. But I feel like the Xbox original and the PlayStation 1 kind of competed to come out around the same time. But that's weird, because I remember a story about Nintendo and Sony coming together to make a Nintendo PlayStation. And this is no bullshit either. Sony and Nintendo actually made a prototype console with the first ever disc reader called the Nintendo PlayStation. And Nintendo pulled out of the contract after they developed it because, you know, they're assholes about everything. Even now, they're assholes about everything. They're copy striking videos with any of their games on it because they don't want creators to get money from playing their game. I understand that, but not well. I mean, okay, you put a game publicly on the game market, and you expect them to play it on YouTube and get you publicity for your game, but you're taking all the money they're making, their hard-earned money, and your game gets free publicity anyway, but you proceed to then copy strike their videos so that you get money because they play your game. Dick move, Nintendo, dick move. But everybody knows Nintendo is a dick company now. And the next time they make a console, probably nobody's going to buy it except for the very loyal people that only play Nintendo things, like Nintendo Switch. And barely anybody bought that. Like, Jesus. The only people that even bought that were the people that wanted to play Super Mario Maker, like Mario Kart 8. In my country, it is basically impossible to not pirate a console. There was a thread on Twitter in lower prices of the new console after lowering PS5 price. It's now costing 4.5K. Cost 200 for me. Once there was a Mario Battle Royale fan game, and Nintendo took it down. And a few months ago, I heard that Nintendo was then making a Battle Royale of Mario. Yeah, it's called Mario. It's Mario Bros. 66. It's already out. And if you want to watch some of the gameplay, I recommend go watching my boy, Big Cheese KIT over on Twitch.tv. He plays that in Tetris 99 like all day, every day. But he's been expanding to some new games. I mean, I think it's called Nintendo. It's Super Mario 66 or something like that. Oh yeah, they're basically stealing ideas from people making fan games and being like, "Oh yeah, this is our idea now. We get all the money and you get a thing in the mail that says we're suing you, come to court." Yeah, Nintendo's just a dick company. Ever since whatever his name, Miyamoto, died, whoever took over the company is like, money, 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 money. All I want is money. Even though we can't beat Disney, let's at least try. I'm not even gonna get into why Disney is a dick company, buying up every single movie outlet ever. Like, they even tried to buy Universal and succeeded, but at first they didn't. They were like, no, we don't want to be bought by you. And then Disney's like, here's $1 billion. And they're like, okay, thanks, goodbye. Our studio's yours. Whatever, here you go. Now Disney controls every single piece of TV. And they just remake everything. Only for money. That's another reason I like Scott. Disney allowed EA Games to own their games. That's another reason they're bad. Every single company is bad. Except for the few that are like, hey, guess what? We'll give you free stuff. Why is my face so red? Oh, it's because I backed up. The saturation on this camera is so friggin' messed up. It's like, this is how I should look. But back here, the color correction is like, hey, your face is a tomato. It's not. This is not how red my face is. Why does the color correction do that? I understand I'm wearing a red shirt, but Jesus Christ. That's not correct at all. The color correction's still doing it, even though I'm not back here. My face isn't that red. Come on. There you go. The saturation / color correction on this camera is not great, but then again, it does 2K video, so not complaining. Anyway. I wanted to dive deep real quick into... Oh, shit. Didn't mean to grab that. I meant to grab... that and move it over there. Let's take a look here. When I get a new PC, I'll be able to play stuff like World War Z, Terraria, Spooky Jumpscare Mansion, Papers, Please, Kerbal Space Program, League of... No. Will to Live, Team Pro... Nope. Nope. Oxygen not included. Nope, not that. No, I'm still gonna play Oxygen not included. I saw a different game. Slime Rancher, Tattletale, not that game. Hello, nope. Super Flight, Nakara, Blade Point. I mean, not that game. Forget you ever heard that. You can't hear that. Shit, that's not... I wasn't supposed to say anything about that game yet. Shh. God damn it. I can't tell you why I have that game. Not yet. Not until I'm able to actually play it. You didn't hear that. Not for me, at least. Pretend Guzzle told you. Go. I can't legally tell you why I have that game. Not yet. At least, not while it's in beta. Getting Over It, play that. Nope, not that one. Subnautica, I'll do that. I'll play Subnautica. Gary's Mod, no, not Gary's Mod. I'll never play that on stream. So many toxic people on there. Game Dev Tycoon, Stick Fight. There's a butcher around Minecraft. Yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that. Stardew Valley, Farming Camping Simulator 99. Jesus. And that's just what I have on my desktop. There's a lot more games I have in folders and stuff from Game Jolt. But forget you ever heard about that game that nobody told you about. It was a ghost. I'm so sorry. Don't sue me. But yeah, I legally can't tell you why I have that game. It'll be exciting, but I can't tell you why I have it. You should pirate the original FNAF so you'll have more games for content. Hey man, we don't use the word pirate here. We use the games illegally acquired. No, I'm joking. We say, can you give me the games for free? But yeah, if somebody can DM me on Discord some free links. Not free links. Links to free FNAF games. That'd be great. Or Scott Cawthon, can you hook me up? Thanks. Anyway. Moving right along. Moving right along to what? Exactly. I am very confused now. Everyone here knows I'm a coin collector. But not everybody knows that I fill out these coin binders. So recently, I've been filling out this one. I can't see because of how big it is. You put a quarter in every state slot. I'm almost there. I mean, I'm missing a couple. Not a lot. I have almost 50. Well, I think I have more than 50, actually. Actually, I might have 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. I have exactly half. What was the worst experience with the toxic people? Dude, this one time I called out this dude, because someone stole my shit and then locked me out of my own base. That's like breaking several thousand rules. And I put in a ticket, but there was a mod, but he wasn't on duty. But when I made the ticket, he was. But then he went off duty once he saw my ticket, but I know that's why. But he said that's not why. And then I did the same exact thing to the mod, and he instantly went on duty just to deal with it and was like, hey, so you're doing this thing wrong, I'm banning you now. I'm like, oh, so you're a hypocrite. Whenever it happens to me, you go off duty so that you don't have to deal with the problem. But when I do it to you, you abuse your power and go on duty just so that you can deal with the problem because it happens to you. But when it happens to someone else, you don't give a shit. And then he's like... He just sits there for a moment silent, and he's like, your ban will last 2 weeks, come back if you don't, then blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, so you're a hypocrite. And then right after I said that, he banned me. Like, oh my god, dude. He knew I was right. He sat there thinking for a second. He's like, he's right, but I'm not going to let him know he's right. I was in debate club. I know what the hell I'm talking about. And he just sits there. He's like, thinking silent. He's like, he's right, but I can't let him know he's right. So he's like, he just goes along with the ban. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? It's like, this dude was like 15, 16, 17. Yeah, he needed to tell you that you're right. Yeah, I already knew I was right. I just wanted to hear him be like, oh shit, he's right. He didn't give me the satisfaction, but I knew he was thinking it. I know he was thinking it. He was like, oh my god, this guy's right. I'm still going to ban him, but he's right. That's all I needed to hear. Or, you know. No. Yeah, but mods in that game are so goddamn stupid. It's like they say they're always hiring for mods and stuff like that. But, you know, they have like 30 million mods that are never on duty. They have like 30 million mods in the game, but they're never on duty dealing with problems. It's like whenever something happens to them, they're like, oh yeah, blah, 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 you're banned now. It's like Yandere Dev's Discord. Oh my god, he's right. I'm still gonna ban him, but he's right. Wait, Yandere. Wait, where can I find that game? Yandere Simulator. Wait, Yandere. What is that game called? God damn. What's that? Yandere Simulator, right? I wanted to buy that game. I know it's not my channel. Yeah, Yandere Simulator. I know it's not my channel appropriate. Actually, it is channel appropriate as long as I don't get any of the mods. Because goddamn, the mods are so terrible. They're so bad. But it's basically a game about murder and prostitution. Okay, maybe I'm not going to buy that game. Maybe I'll buy the game but only play it in my free time. Because I actually wanted to... He committed a lot of crimes too. She. Add an S onto that. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't play that on stream. I was gonna be like, that's a good game to play. A lot of people have played that game. I've seen a lot of videos of it. So now that I think back, back in 2018 is when I actually watched these videos. This is why I was like, what's that game called? Let's not play that game. It's a very bad idea. Do you want me to list the bad stuff he committed? No, I'm good. I'm good. We don't need to know why Yandere Simulator is not a game I'm going to play on stream. Because we already know why. We already know the answer. I want to get this picture updated, like, maybe tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, what the hell am I playing tomorrow? I wanted to play original Tetris on stream, but I don't have the emulator, so unfortunately I can't. The video's almost 1 hour. Jesus, man. There was this one dude who came onto the channel, and he commented something, and I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? He's like, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I saw this guy in a Discord one time. He was like, where can I buy subs? And everyone was like hating on him because, you know, buying subs gets your channel banned instantly. And I went to his YouTube channel, and I commented on his latest video. I'm like, buying subs is bad, okay? And then somebody came to my channel. It was like, said the same thing. I'm like, I'm not buying subs, but okay. And then they were in English, so it was very fractured English. So I'm like, they said something like, you put this on some video. It was so fractured, I can't even repeat what they said because I can't remember how stupid it was. It's like, you put on video. I'm like, what are you talking about? They're like, you say this. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? They're like, you say this. I'm like, what? They're like, you say this. I'm like, and then I realized what they're talking about. Because I remembered actually saying this after they said video. They say, you say this video. I'm like, wait a minute. I go back in my comment history. I'm like, there it is. There's a comment that I said specifically on someone's video. I'm like, why did I say this comment? And then I remembered that dude on Discord who's like, where can I buy subs? He was banned and there was no recollection of it. But, after I said, I'm not buying subs, but okay, they're like, what's your Discord? I can show you proof. I'm like, oh, yeah, I remember what you're talking about now. I posted that like a month ago. Why are you on my channel? It was so funny. Obviously, I hid him on my channel because I don't want some random guy from somewhere doing bullshit trolling on my channel. Because, you know, he be chilling. We be pimp chimping. We don't be dealing with trolls here. Ever. And if we are, we're trolling them. It's funny because even before Among Us, I went to flea markets a lot, so I knew, from a young age, I knew how to get into the minds of people. So it was because when going to flea markets and like farmers markets and stuff, you need to have the skill of bartering, trading, you know, bargaining. It's like, and price chopping. It's like somebody says this costs $10. You get it down to $5, blah, 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 blah. I was very good at that because I went to flea markets literally every single weekend. Every single weekend, I had like $20 to spend. One weekend, I came back with a $70 set of swords. 3 swords. A short sword, long sword, and regular sword. All of them had marble handles and stainless steel blades and brass, you know, the things, not the thing in the middle of the blade and the handle. It was a $70 set. Me and my mom got it down to $30 because we are smart. We're a big brain. Some people are manipulated very easily. That's the thing. I learned how to do that at a very young age, and I went to flea markets literally every single year, every single weekend, every Sunday. It was very cool because I got a lot of cool items too. It's like we mainly went there to antique. Like when we saw those swords, we're like, "Oh my god, those are pretty." Here's like $70 for the set of 3. We're like, "How much are they each?" She's like 70 divided by 3. We're like, "How about if we pay you $50 for all 3 of them?" He's like, "Hi, go take a hike." We're like, "What if we blah?" And then we had a conversation, blah blah blah, about the swords. And me being the person I am, I point out the flaws of everything and everyone. I'm like, what did you say these swords are made of? Steel? What did you say the handles were made of? Brass? He said something about, like, the thing in the middle being gold or whatever, some nonsense. It was, like, 3 years ago. I'm like, my friend, to quote you on what you exactly said, you said that the blade was, like, something stupid. I can't remember. They're, in fact, steel. They say right on it, made in China, stainless steel. The thing in the middle is not gold, it is in fact brass. Or bronze or whatever, I can't remember what it was. I said. And the handle is in fact stained orange. And it was still white, but you can see a very high glint of orange. Like if somebody painted it, let it stay on there for 7 years and then wiped it off. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I see what you mean." My mom looks at me. She's like, just looking at me. I'm like, I'm just looking at the guy being like, "So, can we buy this set for, 50? He's like, maybe. I'm like, "Okay, I'll do 30. And then he's like, "I guess. I just really want to get rid of them." He was selling them for 70. We got them for 30. I'm big brain. Thank you. Good night. But anyway. I was like that guy. It's like there was this one guy selling like original Pokemon. I bought like an original, not an original base set, but like one of the original Charizards for like $20. And it wasn't fake either, it was real. I had it checked out by my friend who was a Pokemon expert. There was a lot of stories I could tell about bargaining and stuff like that. But unfortunately that video would be like 15 hours long. One time I was playing Among Us, someone did something really dumb. I don't remember what he did, but then I looked at him. His name was Big Brain. Yeah, Big Brain have a small brain. But yeah, I mean, people are very... The thing is, I'm in psychology class now, and now I'm learning how people think and everything, and it's very like, I'm like, oh, that's why the blah, 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 blah. It's like, blah, 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 blah. It's like, psychology is such a stupid class, but it's just funny because once you study people as they are, you can just know when you look at a person what group they fall into. Sympathetic, angry, wisdom, knowing. It's like if you walk up to someone when you're trying to buy something anywhere, like if you walk into a pawn shop, take a look at the guy. If he looks like he knows his shit, walk out of the pawn shop, because you try and buy a watch, he's gonna sell to you for $300. Like, he knows his shit. Like, you're not gonna walk into a pawn shop and find a guy selling a Pink Floyd album for $20, unless they're like one of those drop off pawn shops things. like where the people drop off stuff and they just sell it in a bulk sale for like $2 per album or something. It's like, I know where to look for that stuff. I go to pawn shops all the time for records, because again, oh wait, you guys can't see it. That's my record player. You can't see it because it's friggin' all the way over there down. But I buy records for cheap too, and I get good ones like Simon & Garfunkel, Four Seasons. I got like the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s taste. Imagine you playing Stardew Valley and a seed in the shop costs $10K. I'll give you $10 and a slap on the ass. Final offer. Pierre's just like, deal. Now where's my slap on the ass? God, Pierre would so do that though. Deal. $10 and a spit in the face. $10 and I'll throw my shoe at your wall. Deal. There's a lot of memes about that. It's like, something cost $1 million. Me, I'll give you $10 and slap on the ass. Dealer, deal. It's so funny, man. But it really do be like that, but not really, because in Stardew Valley you can't really bargain with Pierre for the seeds. It's like they're at a set price. You can't like barter for them, which is disappointing. I would really like a bartering system added to Stardew Valley, but the thing is, last time they updated Stardew Valley was in January. So I don't think we're getting an update anytime soon. But I mean, the game has years and years and years and years and years and years of playable stuff. Like, the game has years in it, but to get through all that content, it would take so much time. Like, I'm pretty sure, how many years can be played in Stardew Valley? How many years are in Stardew Valley? No. Stardew Valley is 4 years old. Okay, no. I haven't tested this to be sure, but I believe you and your fellow peers in Stardew Valley are for immortal for over 9,000 years, currently number 1. How many years have you made it to? I have 150 hours on my first and haven't done anything I want to, blah, 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 blah. You can always start a new character, blah, 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 blah. So it looks like you can play for infinite amount of years. According to how long to beat, Stardew Valley will take about 52 hours to complete, or about 2.2 years of in-game time to win. But then it goes to sandbox mode. Right. So it looks like for like all events and everything, like the sewer events and everything like that, that's when, after all those events, you beat the game. Imagine if a YouTuber makes his entire channel on Stardew Valley and one day his playtime in Stardew Valley is just over and he can't play it anymore. That'd be funny. It's just like, so guys, I can't play Stardew Valley anymore, and this is why. Roll annoying intro. Because that's how us YouTubers do that kind of stuff. Not me personally. What are you doing? Not me personally, because, you know, I understand that annoying intros don't get you anywhere. Hello, $22 million. 10 hours until I can collect that. I'm playing mobile games. Shut up. But yeah, I mean, Stardew Valley is a fun game, but not without other players. Like, if I just sat there and played that by myself, I'd be like, this is boring as hell. But with Fun Time Games, it's actually fun to play. But other than that, I mean, you know, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? I think that might be an American only holiday, but I'm just wondering. For some reason, I don't remember if we do. I think we don't, yeah. I think it's only a American holiday. I was just wondering because I don't know if other people in other countries celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, if somebody was born in America and then moved to Russia, they're like, Thanksgiving time. But I know people in other countries celebrate Christmas. That's like a worldwide holiday kind of thing. But only of certain religious groups. That's funny. Man, I'm really jamming out to this music. I don't know if it's loud enough for you guys to even hear, but it is, like, loud as hell in my ears. But yeah, I've been playing a little bit of Gmod lately because I was bored one day and was like, oh, let me just go back and see if my friends remember who I am. None of my friends play that game anymore. There's something really sad about our country. Maybe the fact that it's a third world country. I don't know for a fact if Brazil actually is a third world country. I think it is. Is it? And yes, I can hear that music, yeah. It doesn't snow here. Yeah, it doesn't snow in Pennsylvania either. That's because it was struggling in industrial state. God damn it. It was an industrial state, meaning they produced a lot of steel and everything back in the industrial era, making a lot of pollution and everything, making this part of the eastern, whatever, super hot, and it, like, never snows here. It snowed, like, 7 years ago. Now it doesn't. Like, the last time I actually saw snow was, like, a couple years ago. It, like, never snows in Pennsylvania. Stupid, stinky pollution. And before our country got more human looking, another country basically explored us, then made everyone slave and stole us as much as they could. It's not that bad because Africa, is it Africa? It's either Africa or India. Back in like the 1800s, people in America went to Africa or India. I don't know. Again, I'm not a huge world nerd. They came to one of the two, I don't know, and stole a bunch of African Americans and sold them off as slaves. Like, they stole millions and millions of them from those countries. They bought people from Africa. They brought people from Africa to our country because we didn't accepted being slaved, so they slaved them. Yeah, well. Did you hear about how they're taking off the... Like, you know how there's, like, whitelist and blacklist, right? For, like, this, I'm whitelisting you for something, I'm blacklisting you because you're not trusted. Apparently, people aren't allowed to say that anymore because of, racism. So, it's like, instead of saying whitelist, blacklist, blah, blah, blah. I know, right? Like, whitelist, blacklist, it's like, we can't say that anymore. I'm like, are you joking me? Because it seems like you're joking me. I'm always going to say that. I'm not a dumbass. But all the Karens on their Facebook accounts and Instagram accounts are like, oh my god, I'm gonna search for anything with the word black in it and make people stop saying it. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my god, whitelist and blacklist? That's so white supremacy. Because blacklist means bad, and that means black people are bad. Blah, 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 blah. It's been, what? 200 years since we started saying whitelist, blacklist? Actually, that might have been a thing for more than 200 years. They're probably gonna cancel Black Friday now. Oh my god, no, they're gonna call it Socially Acceptable Friday. God damn it. Karens, don't do it. We need Black Friday, because that means we can buy stuff for cheaper than it is. Please don't turn it into socially acceptable Friday. Funny thing is, they're probably going to come out and be like, Black Friday is associated with death and misery because people get trampled in stores. So, since it has black in it, that means you can't use that. I'm like, bro, are you joking? Come on. We all know that you're bored in quarantine. Karens being themselves. Crawl back into the hole and go make scarves for children in India like you used to. Instead of getting a job, making money, and actually buying food and helping them, why don't you go back to making scarves in your basement for them? Enjoy, from me to you. Here's a scarf. Enjoy the freezing temperatures at night, and bundle up with a scarf. Thank you, random lady from America, for this scarf. I might have loved a can of beans, but no. Thanks for the scarf. I'll wear this all the time with my loincloth or whatever. I don't know. Again, they probably have clothes. I like how people are like putting up charity events for like building wells and everything in third world countries. I really do like that because it's like it's $10,000 per well. They dig it, they fill it with water and everything like that. Or they dig down to water. Why are my lights flickering? And I like how people just like spend millions of dollars to just buy food for them. Like, it's not their fault they were born into a third world country. It's someone's fault that they're a third world country to begin with. I don't know whose, though, but we can probably fix that, right? Why don't we just move them here? Why don't we move them to a better place for free? And then they can get jobs and work as citizens and be people instead of hermit people freezing to death overnight. You know, I don't live there, and I don't research that because I don't like to be sad. There was this one time that I had to do a project for school, and it was a food chain. I wanted to do a funny haha, and I wanted to be like, a dog eats a grasshopper, blah, 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 food chain stuff. But then I had to look up what eats a dog. I'm like, oh no. I look it up. Never look up that. That's such a terrible thing to do. Some people are trying to bring some kind of neutral language to our country because they think Portuguese is too sexist. How? What? Too sexist? How? What? How can a language be too sexist? What? The fuck? That's like saying Italian is too sexy. So they have to change it. I'm like, excuse me. You can't just change a language. Like, come on, man. People in the world need to buck up. Be like, hey, there's some things we can change and some things we can't. It's like how you have two versions of the same word for he and she, and we have that for a lot of words. It's like dog, snake, and poison are the same word. So whenever somebody gets bit by a snake, they're like, let's say the word is potato. I don't know, something. And it's like, potato. My friend needs help. He got bit by a potato. They're like, he got bit by a dog? That wouldn't require help. And it's like, potato. They're like, poison? He got bit by a poison? And it's like, no, potato. A dog? Snake. Potato, dog. It's like, I understand. It's confusing, but goddamn, shut the hell up. It's a screwdriver. Don't ask. I have tools all over my desk. I take apart stuff and put it back together after I clean it. But yeah, I mean, I don't have any plans for tomorrow because it's Thanksgiving. I was just gonna play Beat Saber, honestly. I'm just gonna play Beat Saber. Yep, that's a plan. I got it. Don't worry. What did I just knock over? Nothing. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you like the stream, smash the like button in the face. Subscribe if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification button for notifications of streams we're streaming every day. That was good. Yeah, I know, right? It was pretty good. Ranting and raving about how Karens can go die in a hole. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, tomorrow we are playing Beat Saber, same time every day, 8 o'clock. Or whatever time, 8 p.m. EST is for you. I don't know. Just look it up. I don't know. Because if you're watching my streams, that means you have internet. Go to Google and look it up. Anyway, that's pretty much it. So, thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow we are playing Beat Saber, same time every day, 8 o'clock. But whatever time it is for you, I don't know. PST, 3 hours behind, so... No. 5 o'clock. CST, Central Standard Time, 1 hour behind, so 7 o'clock. I don't know. I don't know any others. So, that's pretty much it. And I'll see you in the next stream. Peace out.